Yo, what is up? You already know what it is. This is an Overreaction Monday on the best damn sports podcast, period. This is Centel's Intel. I'm your host, a.k.a. Mr. No Days Off, a.k.a. the One Man Dynasty. As you can see, I am not alone. I am in studio with a guest of mine. This man is a frustrated, heartbroken, depressed South Carolina Gamecocks fan. He's here to help me. He's here to help me, talk a lot of things South Carolina. Because we're going to get into some South Carolina Gamecock football in just a moment. So to help me do all of that, my main man, one of Cowan Falls' Savages is in the building, Mr. Zoe Patterson.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Welcome to the show, brother.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you in the building. Let's it's Overreaction Monday, so I'm gonna get my little opening rant out the way and get my spiel, and then I want to hear from you guys because I like to hear from you people after overreaction after the weekend of football because I know how you people act. You don't watch the team play this weekend. They're either the worst team in the world or they're the best team in the world because you people overreact, and that's what you do. And I got a guy who's gonna overreact a little bit, but I'm gonna get what I had to say out the way first. I'm gonna let him talk about his Gamecocks. That was just bad. Man, we had some of everything the first weekend of college football. What you expect? We had a couple of great games. We had some bad games. We had some blowouts. We had some upsets. We had some head scratchers. I mean, you had a little bit of all of that on the first weekend of college football. The best game of the weekend, obviously, best ranked versus ranked matchup was Oregon versus Auburn.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, Auburn gets the win. So much for my playoff pick. I knew, I thought Oregon had it. They got conservative on me in the second half, so I feel really bad. I think they should have won the game, but we're gonna get to that game more. But I just, I came on this show a couple weeks ago and I blasted. I just killed SEC people. I just killed them, and I told them. I need you to get out of the past. I need you to stop reading press clippings. I need you to understand that you are not what you once were. I had to tell people over and over, and people thought that I was exaggerating a little bit. I was maybe just going a little crazy.
Yeah, man.
And then you see what happened to the SEC over the weekend.
Opening day, man, was looking kind of hard for us.
You see that Tennessee loses to Georgia State.
Come on, Tennessee.
That brings me joy. And then you see the Gamecock lose to a 11-point underdog in North Carolina who went 2-9 last year with a new coach.
We started good, but couldn't finish.
And it gets worse. It gets worse. Then the Missouri Tigers go out to Wyoming,
yes,
and get drilled. SEC. I told you the big bad SECs is not what you think they are. But let's go backwards because I want to kind of get into some of these programs. We're gonna get into your Gamecocks in a second, but I want to talk about Tennessee for a minute. You talk about a program that has fallen completely off the face of
Shambles.
the earth. I'm talking about this program used to have a tradition of winning. Philip Farmer, Peyton Manning, Albert Hainsworth, Jamal Lewis, Henderson. I mean, they done had guys on top of guys. Yeah. So I really want to know how bad has it been. I need to know how bad has it been. So I went back. Since they won the national championship in 1998, T. Martin. So since 1998 and T. Martin, the Tennessee Volunteers, check this out. They won 10 plus games 5 times in the 90s. They won 5 times in the 90s, 10 plus games. 5 times in the 90s. Since the national championship in 98, that's been 20 seasons, they have 4. They have 4.
Man.
They have 4. They have 4 of those. They have 4 of those. I have no idea what is going on, what is happening. This is just unbelievable.
They don't even really get players drafted from that too much anymore.
They didn't have one player who got accepted to the combine last year. Not one player got accepted to the combine. Could you imagine that? Tennessee not having not one player go to the combine? Not one?
They need to put a statue of some of Cardell. Since he won the championship, he the best thing in that. I ain't gonna say player, but he was on the roster. The right coattail.
Oh my God, this is bad. This is bad.
Tennessee's worse than us, though.
Okay, so since Tennessee fans, if you out there watching, I'm sorry, this is not the program for you today because y'all are trash. Let's go to a program that's kind of near and dear to your heart. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened. Please try to explain to me what happened to your Gamecock Saturday. Please try to break this down in the simplest form.
Them guys only played 16 minutes of football. Got comfortable. Tried to. But it's just sorry play calling. We need somebody on defense that's not looking like they're in a wheelchair out there.
I mean, I looked at the game and I'm thinking, Carolina was up early, South Carolina was up early. I
thought
thought
the game was gonna do something, but man,
Feaster looked good early on.
He had a good debut.
Rico Dowdle, they was running the ball really well, but at the end of the day, we know what it's come down to.
Jake Bentley.
Okay, can you steal my thunder? We know what this comes down to.
Me. They still doing it.
We know what it comes down to. It's all about Jake Bentley, man, and the lack of whatever, because he was just bad. That second half, he was as bad as it get at the quarterback position. Missed throws, interceptions, leadership.
He packs nothing. Only thing he packs a great last name, Bentley.
People say he got his last name is Bentley, but he drives like a Yugo.
No, I take that away. He drives worse than that.
So Jake Bentley was just god awful on Saturday, and man, 152 yards pass. In today's college football, a 4-year starter, this guy has started over 34 career games, 34 starts. And this is what you get. This is what you're getting out of this guy. 34 starts into his career now, and this is what you get.
We still holding on to him. What do we got to do to get him out of there?
And for me, I think it's time to move on because clearly he's shown you his hands. He's never going to get better. He hasn't improved any. I asked last year as a poll question, was it time to get rid of Jake Bentley? And some people said yes, and then a lot of people said let's stick it out. But it's over. He hasn't gotten any better. And it's laughable that before last season, they had NFL mock drafts with this guy in the first round.
First
round. They had mock drafts with this guy in the first round before last season. Can you believe that? And I've got his numbers right here, but this is over 2 seasons. I'm not going to. The first season he came in and he did start 7 games as a true freshman. I know South Carolina people want us to remember that he was supposed to have been in high school. We get it. He was supposed to have been in high school. We get that. And so I'm going to give you the last 2 years of Jake Bentley. It's 45 TDs, but 26 interceptions. That is just bad decision making all the way around. 26 picks. And
that's not including the fumbles.
Oh, I ain't get all the turnovers in there. That's just the picks. So you got to imagine it's around 33, 34 turnovers total with those 45 TDs. And they only completed 62% of his
We're West Champ. No, we're in the SEC and not the MAC conference. Jake Bentley? Oh, my God.
He does that. He hitches wagon to certain players. And I'm looking at, Helinski, who's a freshman who came in early, and we know he's the future. I don't understand.
It's time to put the kid out there.
Yeah, if I'm going forward, I got to put Helinski in right now. I don't see there's no point in keeping Jake Bentley in at quarterback no more. He's showing you his hand. He's showing you who he is. He's not going to get any better. So why are you going to stick with Jake Bentley at this point? What have you gained from keeping Jake Bentley as a quarterback?
We don't have nothing to gain. We got everything to lose with them out there.
I mean, this schedule is brutal, and it's gonna get worse. So, yeah, I just don't know, man.
We might not even go bowling this year.
Nah, you're not going.
That's the least we looking for. We already know that big boy stuff. At least we trying to find an Outback or in the something.
You're not going to Outback.
We're trying to go to something. We'll take what you got, man.
What you got? Yeah.
Something. We don't get nothing with him.
Maybe a bowl game. I don't know. This schedule gets brutal. You get Clemson. You get Alabama. You get A&M. You play Georgia.
Heavy running.
I mean, those are 4 losses right there. To me, those are just 4 losses right there. That's 5. That puts you at 5 right there. And then you got Tulsa, Florida, Missouri.
Missouri, we might be able to beat them if they go out there and play like they did against Wyoming. They show they can't stop the run.
If you get the 6-6, that would be incredible. Now, I thought 6-6, I thought 6-6 would be a struggle, even if you beat North Carolina. Now that you lost to North Carolina, that's one of the games you're supposed to win. That was one of the games you're supposed to have won. So it is looking bad for Gamecock Nation right now. I don't know, bro. I don't know where to go from here.
I don't think we can just sit there and try to feed Feaster and Dollar man the whole every game and win a lot. Yeah.
I mean, well,
we're gonna have to be able to pass the ball, man. You're gonna have to be able to throw the ball. And this guy, man, throwing like that, man.
You can't throw for 152 yards and win a football game.
No.
That day is gone.
That guy's gonna do that in the first 2 possessions.
152 yards total for a 4-year starter. This guy has started 34 games. 34 games. He's played a ton of football. We should be beyond the mistakes he made the last 2 drives against Carolina or 2. That's some of the worst quarterback play I've ever seen.
I haven't seen that in high school football.
It was brutal, bro. I mean, the missed touchdown that he overthrew the guy, and then he throws the fade out of bounds, and then the next play gets baited into an interception. Like, how did you not see that guy standing right there? They just
hit him right there with that unk in my chest.
Hit him right in the chest. Hit him right in the chest.
Sad that it worked for me.
All right, man. If you out there watching, I sorely apologize. We having all kind of difficulties here, man. We had a little delay. We had a long delay. Apples came on at 4 o'clock. Then Abbeville Utilities. I'm giving you bad pull-up right now because you, sir, suck. Power was out for a couple hours. Now I'm back. Now I got a slow connection. We're just having all kind of problems here. But it's an Overreaction Monday. We've talked, we started out the program talking about Tennessee and South Carolina. I mean, those two just horrible losses. But we're going to get another team in here. We're going to get another team in here who had a horrible loss. And that was the Florida State Seminoles. They took on Boise State. And they led at one point 31-13 and ultimately end up losing the game 36-31. And I'm talking about, this game was supposed to be in Jacksonville. They moved it to Tallahassee. So it was a home game for Florida State at noon, 100 degrees, humidity. You figured that would favor the team from the South and not the team from the great Northwest. And by the
guys came down here and shined.
And by the time the fourth quarter ended, the team who had the most energy and the strength and the stamina was the team from the Northwest. So somebody got to explain that to me. What a horrible loss for Willie Taggart in a season where he's clearly on the hot seat. Fans are really agitated after a 5-7 season. And for you to go out there and blow a 31-13 lead against Boise State at home is not a good look. Kind of assess what you saw from Florida State and Boise State this weekend.
Boise State showed me, man, that they can go anywhere and play right now.
Yeah, I like the quarterback. The quarterback was a true freshman. Threw for over 400 yards. Boise State had over 600 yards of offense.
Man, and they got some big boys everywhere on the field.
I like what I saw from them too. They showed me something, but this is more about Florida State for me. This is a make or break season in a sense that you would think they have to get to at least the bowl game for Willie Taggart to feel like he's safe, and you drop this game to Florida State basically at home. And I had them for 8 wins. I had them down for 8 wins coming into the season. That makes that margin for error goes down now. Could they still get the 8? Yes, very possible they could get the 8, but man, that's gonna make it very difficult to get the 8 win. What a horrible loss. I mean, the offense did absolutely nothing in the second half. I think they had about 80 yards worth of total offense in the second half, 6 punts, a turnover. It was just bad. I mean, it was just bad in the second half. If you had watched the game in the first half, you wouldn't even recognize the team from the first half that you saw in the second half, because that's how much difference it was in the game. One thing I did notice, even though Florida State offense looked good early, the defense still didn't look good. So I was like, if they ever stop scoring or the offense stopped clicking, then Boise could get back in it, because the defense hadn't stopped them all day. And that was the case, because they never stopped them. And this quarterback, who's a freshman, went in there and just put only 400 yards. That's the third most passing yards given up by Florida State at home to a freshman quarterback. Yeah, and two of those guys are in the NFL. Phillip Rivers being one that I know of. But if you're tuning in, thank you, man. I know it's just kind of like impromptu type show. It's not really. It's helped a little bit, but I'm here. I'm here for the next 25, 30 minutes, man. I want to get a lot of phone calls in today because it's Overreaction Monday. Tell me about your team. I mean, I know how great your team is now, how bad your team is now, how you suck, how you're not going to win another game. That's what we do on Overreaction Monday. We overreact to things. I just overreacted to South Carolina. I guess. Tennessee stinks. Lost to Georgia State. So they just bad. This is a bad football program. But let's go through some of the other scores from the weekend. Some noteworthy scores. Let's see if I find any that's noteworthy. Well, Alabama took on Duke this weekend. 42-3. They started off slow. They didn't score the whole first quarter, which was surprising. Took a little while to get going. But I told you people, the reason why I didn't pick Alabama last week, I told you people, the bully mentality is over. Clemson has knocked the bully out of their ass. Nobody's going to be intimidated anymore by Alabama. Even Duke, first half, was not intimidated. They had the weapons or the talent to keep up with them. But Clemson and Georgia, because Georgia kind of showed you the game plan against Tua. You know, you pressure him, put people in his face. He doesn't have the pressure real well. Duke did that early. He was still kind of iffy with that pressure around him in that pocket. He's a decision maker.
Playmakers would conceal the difference from the outside playmakers in that game.
Yeah, I mean the talent level is such a big gap. So they would throw in the Judy. They would give him 10-yard cushion to Judy. So once he just realized, let's raise up, throw those little hits to Judy, and little crossing route, we can beat these guys. But I'm telling you, they get to play these better teams that can go man to man across the board, like a LSU, A&M, some of these better talented teams. They gonna have a problem because the book is out. Blitz this guy, put pressure into his face. He doesn't seem to handle it well. And maybe he'll get better as the season go along. But I saw the same guy that I saw in the Georgia game, same guy I saw in the Clemson game, and the same guy I saw earlier in this game. Well, what Duke was sending the pressure, he was not sending it well, not throwing accurate passes. He's good when the pocket's clean. But yeah, I mean, which most quarterbacks are great when the pocket's clean. But we all know pockets are never meant to be clean for the most part, unless you're Tom Brady. So he holds the ball too long looking for me. So there's some things to watch. So I know you people gonna think this.
So with his wind up, man, the pass is kind of slow. When he caught back, it's kind of slow, and a lot of guys done picked up on to that, man. Even though it's a little unorthodox for him being left-handed, but a lot of people done picked up on it.
Yeah, like I said, I just noticed that. I noticed that yesterday, Saturday. I mean, people gonna say, "Well, they won by 4." They gonna look at the score and go, "Oh, well, Alabama looked great." And I'm telling you, I watched that game. And I'm telling you, telling you people, they got some issues. We saw Clemson on Thursday. They played okay. Trevor Lawrence did not look. Speaking of quarterback who didn't look good, Trevor Lawrence didn't play particularly well through 2 interceptions. Running game looked outstanding. Not much from defense. Georgia Tech was breaking in a new offense, going from a damn wishbone to a triple option to a damn spread is tough when you got players that recruit to a system that's not really for them. So we don't know what to make of Clemson. We will find out a little bit more this weekend when they play Texas A&M. We'll talk about more about that game on Thursday show. Also Thursday show, NFL preview. We'll be here and we'll preview the divisions. We'll give you the conference champion and ultimately the Super Bowl champion. That should be a fun show. So tune in for that Thursday. Also, like I said, we'll talk about more about the LSU Texas matchup. Texas looked good this weekend. They played a scrub. LSU looked good. They played some nobodies too. But we got 2 really good games this coming weekend. Texas, LSU, Clemson, and A&M. So we'll be looking forward to those better matchups. But for this week, go. I can say Georgia, the number 3 team. They played Vanderbilt in Nashville. Went down and just ran all over Vanderbilt, 30-6. Solid effort from the ground game. Swift was carrying the mail. They got stable backs. They got a big offensive line that can get after you. And then they just D'd up Vanderbilt. Don't know much offensively. Vanderbilt got some playmaking on the outside, running back, but the offensive line and quarterback positions are a huge question mark, and it showed against the number 3 team in the country. Also, Ohio State. Justin Fields. 5 TDs total, 4 through the air, 1 on the ground. He looked really good. But then again, they played nobody. Yeah. So it's hard to judge that, but he played very well. Oklahoma last night. Jalen Hurts. You know how I feel about Jalen Hurts. He played okay last night, but I'm not going to throw a damn parade because it was against Houston. That defense was a god awful, and a lot of people were running wide open. But he played well. He had over 100-yard rushing.
He was the best back on the field.
300 yards. I think he had about 300 yards passing, over 100 yards rushing easily. I mean, he did a lot of things. He did a lot of things well offensively, but Houston's defense
still trash.
Houston defense is what it is, so I'm not gonna get caught up in all of that.
You see the comments by the Pops when Pops said that Lincoln Riley unleashed his son.
Unleashed it. Let him get to his potential. I mean, some of that is true because if you notice when he played with Alabama his first year, it was a running team. They didn't let him throw the ball a lot, and some of that was because of his he doesn't have those skill sets, or they don't believe that he had those skill sets.
But Alabama's a check down Alex system.
Well, with him, with most of the quarterbacks, they are. So I don't know. I mean, Lincoln Riley gonna get the best out of him, but I'm not so. This is not.
He gonna utilize him to get that trash that down here.
Yeah. I'm not sold about Jalen Hurts. I mean, he's gonna put up numbers because those Big 12 defenses, most of them are bad. They're gonna be just like Houston. Most of those defenses are gonna look just like that, and he's gonna put up huge numbers this year. So it was good to see that.
They still got good running backs.
I mean,
can't take that away from him.
And let me say that I'm not a fan of Jalen Hurts. Just the quarterback is a quarterback. I love him as a person, as a competitor, but he's just not a quarterback.
I think he's a quarterback.
Of what?
No, I think he played the game.
I mean, elaborate more on that. You think so? I disagree with you.
I'm saying he know Peyton Manning and all them guys, but I think the guy can play pretty good. He's a winner. I think he's a better passer than what Tebow was, and I hate to say
that. Yeah, because you lost. Yeah. Was he a better passer than Tebow? Does it look better? Because all I know is Tebow put up yards.
He put up numbers.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe it looked better. Maybe it looked better.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say. He ain't trash.
I'm not.
I ain't gonna say trash. I ain't gonna say trash, but he's not that bad of a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't want to call the man. Look, I'm not trying to call the man trash. I'm really not trying to call him man.
He played against some trash though. He gonna look good getting the numbers though. But you know he gonna do what a Lincoln Riley offense do though.
Yeah,
Put up big numbers.
I'm not trying to call the man. I'm not trying to call the man trash and that like that.
But hey, on his top 4, which one of these teams you think be the first one to fall out? Out of Clemson, Bama, Georgia, and Oklahoma.
That's tough to say. Because I'm gonna say Oklahoma's first because they're gonna play Texas first. But Clemson next 2 weeks. This is the telltale for Clemson. If they get to the next 2 weeks, A&M, Syracuse at home. At Syracuse. If they beat those two teams, I'm pretty comfortable that Clemson's going undefeated.
Syracuse been playing Clemson pretty tight these last few years, man.
That's why I respect them. They beat them in Syracuse 2 years ago. Now, granted, Kelly Bryant got hurt, and then they played him to the last year. Trevor Lawrence gets hurt. Chase comes in, leads the game-winning drive. But I'm firmly convinced that if Clemson can get through this week, which would not be no gimme this week, and next week, I'm convinced they probably go undefeated. Even though I don't pick teams to go undefeated, I don't do that. So, but I think they can get through the next 2 weeks. I think they'll probably go undefeated. So that's why I'll say Oklahoma because they'll play Texas. And I think Georgia gets Notre Dame in 2 weeks, third week of the season, but that's in Georgia. I would expect them to win that game.
Yeah, I think Georgia win that.
So I would say Oklahoma. If it was me, top 4 out of the top 4 teams, I would definitely say Oklahoma would be the first one that I would pick to lose a game. If you're out there, thank you for tuning in, man. You know this is Centers the hottest sports podcast in the South. The best damn sports podcast, period. It's an Overreaction Monday. I am joined by my main man, Zoe Patterson is in the building. Count all savage, man. We just doing like an impromptu show. It's just been kind of wild and crazy. I was supposed to come on at 4 o'clock, but here I am. I'm here for you people on the Overreaction Monday. I'm gonna turn these phone lines on because I want some phone calls. I want some commentary about what you saw this weekend in college football. 864-378-5943. 864-378-5943. If you had a bad connection earlier, I apologize for that. Hopefully we'll have all those difficulties out the way and we'll just smooth sailing from here. But we're gonna continue to talk a little college football after this little short break, real quick. I gotta take this little short break. I have to take this little short break, and we'll be right back in about a minute or so. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back talking college football, and we're taking some phone calls after the break. I want phone calls and comments after the break, people. Right back. Don't go anywhere. And hello, we are back. We are back. It's me, aka Mr. No Days Off, aka the One Man Dynasty. I'm joined by Zoe Patterson.
What's going on, y'all?
Savages. Man, we just talking about little college football, Overreaction Monday. What did you see? Hey, I need some phone calls. 864-378-5943. 864-378-5943. This man's a Gamecock fan. I know had a bad, horrible weekend. I could just see it in his body language that it was just a bad weekend. I mean, what a terrible, horrible loss for William Muschamp in the Gamecock with a schedule like this to lose to a 11-point underdog. New coaching staff, Matt Brown ain't coached in God knows when, and I mean, Jake Bentley got a 4-year starter. It's a tough loss to take, man. I mean, where do you guys go from here? Where did he go from here? What's the plan? What we doing?
Man, the plan is to hope we can go through some heavy running and no more passing for him.
No more passing? No more passing. You got to pass the ball. You're going to have to pass it, I'm sure. You're going to have to pass it.
We need to sign a bench, though. I think so. It's time.
So you're trying to go to Helinski? Is it time to go to Helinski?
We can put somebody else that's athletically good and probably come out better than that.
Yeah, I just don't understand why Jerry, I can't say his name, Joyner. Joyner, they moved him, changed positions. When they moved his position. I don't know why
he ain't got a chance.
He should have got a shot. I think he could have got a shot because in this day and age, dual threat quarterback is almost a must. Like
in college football,
and I say that like, you know, I know you can throw up in the pocket, but you need to have the ability to run and get away from things, extend plays, escapability. Yes. And I'm not understanding why he didn't get a shot. I don't think he got a fast shot at that job. Jake Bentley era should be over.
Should have been over.
It should be over now. If it ain't went over now, it should be over now. Now apparently there's an injury that has arisen out that he has a foot injury. That has come out that he has a foot injury. I don't know how much validity to that there is.
Hurt bad, but I don't wish injury to take him out. I just wish that, you know, they just give another kid a shot.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get. I think Helinski is gonna have to get at least get a chance to get in there and show what he can do. I'm not sure why Jordan never got a chance. They see
it's good for the time to put Jordan at his natural position where he played throughout school.
They Oh, I got a question over here. Mr. Youngsticks 1876. Where does Jonathan Taylor rank among the college football greats? Well, his career's not over with yet. He doesn't have a Heisman. Doesn't have a conference championship. Doesn't have a national championship. So it's going to be hard to rank him very high because when I go to greats, you have to have some hardware. Yes. There is no hardware. Now, the numbers are going to be stupid. The numbers are going to be stupid. Because he probably go for 2,000 yards this year, and that'd put him at 6,000 yards in 3 seasons. That is incredible. He is an incredible running back. But without the hardware, he is just going to be a guy with great numbers. It's going to be hard to say he's an all-time great when you don't have that trophy.
That's where he went to school at?
I mean, Wisconsin they have a Heisman Trophy winner. They have a Heisman Trophy winner Ryan Dames. But when you consider greats, you have to have some kind of hardware because that's what I think of when you say, oh, greats. I'm going to go, oh, Barry Sanders, he got a Heisman. Reggie Bush, he got a Heisman. Eddie George, he got a Heisman. You know, those guys got hardware. So, like, they were great. And this guy might have better numbers. But when you think of great in college, you thinking that hardware, did they win games? Not if you go 8-4, 9-3, 9-3, is somebody ever gonna mention you as a great?
Undefeated. You gotta be undefeated.
I mean, if you put up great numbers and you don't have that hardware, I mean, nobody's gonna look at you as an all-time great.
Not even look at you all-time great. They just say he was just a good back.
They're gonna say he was a really great back. They're not gonna put him in Barry Sanders. They're not gonna put him in Reggie Bush.
No, they gonna say he might have a little move or something that mimic them, but nah.
They're not gonna put him in that category because he doesn't have that Heisman Trophy would elevate him, would evoke him into that category because like this man got 6,000 yards and a Heisman in 3 years. That is impressive, but I can't rank him now because I think all-time greats, you have to have something of
Is he getting a Walter Payton Award or anything like that?
Well, I think he won the Doak last year. I think he got one of those running backs award last year, but I need the big award.
Yeah.
I need you to be at least in New York. He wasn't even in New York as a finalist. So I need you in New York at least, and definitely get some hardware before I can rank him. I can't rank him right now. How to seat Will Muschamp or will it take? That is a great question. How to
Will Muschamp. If he keep Jake Bentley in there, his seat got to be the hottest. Hotter than fish grease.
Oh, this
hotter than the core of earth.
I'm gonna say Taggart because Will just signed an extension. If I'm not mistaken, so it's gonna make it hard for them to buy him out. So he got a little bit more footing. We know the schedule was gonna be tough.
Cut the check. Keep Jake Bentley, cut the check, get him out of there.
It's gonna be hard to cut that check with that extension.
Yeah, it is.
Winning at Florida State, South Carolina is look. Not to be no disrespect, but if you win 8-9 games at Carolina, you're gonna be okay.
That's all right.
You're gonna be fine. But when Florida State just won national title in 2013, they've been good recently. They were good recently, and
But they're not getting the same players coming in anymore neither. Not right now.
Well, that's neither here nor there. They still out recruit South Carolina.
Facts.
And they're coming off a 5-7 season. Mm-hmm. And you have a fan base that's already, and let's get the elephant out the room. This is a black head coach. Your rope is already short to begin with. And you at one of the premier programs in America. You went 5-7, and you lose a home game to a freshman quarterback to start this season.
If he lose one more game like that, I think they'll probably cut ties with him.
It don't get no hotter than win the Tiger season.
They're being brown man in America, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. This
in
is
the coaching world, anyway.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's the world, but in the coaching, man, you got to be Mike Tomlin first beginning of his career in the NFL. You got to be flawless.
And then you look at college football, man. It's 30 programs. It's probably like 7 black head coaches in the whole country. So these jobs and this high pressure jobs, given 5-7, I think Muschamp got a little built-in credibility. He went 9-4 his second season, if I'm not mistaken. They went to a bowl game last year, and if he somehow gets to a bowl game this year, he's not gonna get fired. But Taggart, if he goes 5-7, 6-6, he's probably getting fired. Because I thought 8 wins.
How long is his contract?
He probably has another 4 years of the deal, but the extension that Muschamp just signed makes him hard to buy him out. That's a lot of money.
I'm talking about on the Taggart. How long is his contract?
I was just saying about 4 years. I think he had a 5 year. I think he had a 5-year deal.
He ain't getting the money.
He probably making it about the same, if not more. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the contract detail. We have to look and see that. Yeah, that's exactly, Jeff. Muschamp buy out way too much. I mean, thank you. I mean, like that's what I was just saying. I mean, they just extended him after his initial. They extended him, so that makes him almost untouchable. Because South Carolina boosters is not about to cough that much money up for a coach. No. But so Taggart to me is way higher.
We need to cough some up and get Jake Bentley off the field.
Well, clearly we know Jake Bentley era should be over with. We know this. Everyone seems to know this except Will Muschamp.
Help you.
Everyone seems to know that this should be over with except for Will Muschamp. So clearly he's not understanding what's happening here.
He's a defensive guru. Allegedly.
See, right now I'm looking at the numbers. I mean, $22 million buyout before December 31st, and then $18 million after. They're not.
No, we're not doing that.
Carolina's not about to do that. Now, if it was Texas or one of those big time programs like Oklahoma State with money, them boosters would pay it. But the Gamecocks are not in the market of spending $22 million to get rid of a coach. They're just not going to do that.
See, we ain't on that side of the boardwalk, man. We right here on the other side in the beginning. First come out. We're on that block. We ain't riding on that block.
They're not going to do that, man.
We're not on boardwalk.
Thanks for everybody. Thanks for tuning in, man. I know it's an impromptu show, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in because, like I said, I was posting on it for power outage. I mean, last week it was the weather delays. I'm telling you, this has been one of the roughest starts of season 3 ever, but to a season ever. But hey, I'm here for you people on Overreaction Monday. We are overreacting right now. That's what we're doing. I was talking about the Tennessee program and how bad they've been since '98, since national championship. In the '90s, they won. They had 10 plus winning seasons 4 times in the '90s. 20 seasons since, they've only had 4. They've had 4 of those since then. So it's been brutal in Tennessee. They lost to Georgia State this weekend.
They can't really keep a coach down there.
Well, you're not gonna keep a coach. You keep going 4-8, 5-7. I mean, Butch Jones, Dooley, Lane Kiffin. Now you're on this new coach, Jeremy Pruitt. I mean, it's just bad. I'm glad I'm not a Tennessee fan. This is bad. We talked about Jake Bentley. To me, just a guy. I mean, he's never improved. I asked you.
Should be a kicker or something right now.
I asked you last year, Gamecock fan, did you want to get rid of him? Some of you said yes. Some of you said no. But it clearly is time for a change. He's never going to get any better than he is. Those 2 possessions in the game last week, the last 2 possessions for Carolina were 2 of the worst possessions I've seen a quarterback have in a long time. I mean, the missed touchdown, the seam route, throws the fade out of bounds, and then come back and they just bait him into an interception where he throws it right into the linebacker's numbers, just throws it right into his chest. It's time. It's time. But if I'm a Gamecock fan, I'm upset though because I don't understand why
we holding on.
Why did Joyner not get? I don't think Joyner got a fast shot. I'm convinced that Joyner didn't get a fast shot. And
no,
now,
the kid ain't hurting that.
And now Helinski should be the guy because if he's moving forward. Yeah, because this is another thing that Muschamp saved himself with. Okay, let's bet Jake Bentley for a freshman. So now if he loses, he go, well, we had a freshman quarterback star, and so that makes it look better on Muschamp too. So for Muschamp say he need to get Helinski in there anyway, so that can cover up from Yeah, because you leave Bentley in there, a 4-year starter. People expect more from a 4-year starter.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be up there with the
Shaws and the other guys, man. Them guys will play way better than that.
Yeah, you should be in the upper echelon of quarterbacks when you're 4th-year starter. That's a lot of football. Most of the quarterbacks ain't getting 4-year starters.
They're saying 13, 14 games.
Yeah, maybe 20.
Taking over.
Yeah, maybe 13 and 20 plus. This guy's at 34 starts.
He's supposed to be like an NFL type quarterback right now. He's supposed to be able to do a whole lot more than what he.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm shocked because, like I said, at the beginning of last season, this guy was a first-round quarterback in mock drafts at the beginning of last season.
And when I seen it on TV, I'm a Gamecock fan. I was shocked to say Jake Bentley dead high.
They thought highly of him. 6'3", coach's son, but it's not working out. He doesn't have the intangibles. He don't have the arm strength that we thought he had. His decision making is horrible. So I just can't see that. But you want to get in here, like I said, not a lot of big going on. I mean, the biggest game was Oregon and Auburn, and it was a really, really good game. Yeah. I was disappointed because you know how high I was on Oregon, and but Justin Herbert, I thought they got really conservative. I thought they really, really got conservative in the second half, and with a chance to put Auburn away, they kind of got conservative with the game planning. And I thought the 4th down call when Herbert was not on the field. He had the backup in. It kind of was a dead giveaway that you were going to run the football, and they get stopped. Auburn scores the touchdown, game set match. But I just thought Oregon got a little too conservative for me. But a good football game nonetheless.
I got a question, man. What you think about my man up there in Michigan?
Shea Patterson?
No, coach.
Jim Harbaugh? I picked Michigan to win the Big Ten last week because if not now, win. Ohio State bringing in a new coach, Justin Fields, a freshman, highly touted freshman. You get Ohio State at home. If not now, win. You gotta win it this year. I'm not so sure if they don't win it this year, he don't just walk away. I'm not convinced of that because I just new offensive coordinator, so you can't blame the coordinator no more. You done brought in a couple of defensive coordinators since you've been there. So who else you can blame? It's only you left. You the only man left now, Jim Harbaugh. So you gotta get it done. I got Michigan. Win the Big Ten, if not now, win. So they got a report that Bentley has indeed broken his foot and is out for 6 weeks. So he did play on a broken foot. I'll give him about that much of an excuse. So it looks like Helinski's gonna get the start regardless. You get your wish. Bentley's out 6 weeks. He'll probably never play again at the University of South Carolina. That's more than likely how that's gonna play out.
Well, we got someone to practice squad for him.
I just don't see him playing. I just don't see him ever playing again because, like I said, that's 6 weeks. Helinski been settled in real nice, especially if you do some nice things.
If you win 2 games, keep him on the field.
Yeah, I think you gotta go with that. I mean, if Bentley's your past.
He's our man from now on.
Helinski is your future. This is the guy is a highly touted quarterback, really, really high prospect. So I expect him to get the start this week and just go.
Play pretty good.
You know what they should do? Also have a package in there for Jordan, some Wildcat stuff in there for Jordan. They should definitely try to put some Wildcat stuff in there for him. I mean, you got to
utilize the talent.
Everything you got. You got to throw everything you got, especially with the schedule, because this is a brutal schedule.
Tough.
And you're gonna get beat down in the next couple of weeks. Just beaten down physically.
We glad to have Feaster, but he's not gonna solve any problem.
Yeah, I mean, no, not if your quarterback stink. I mean, I thought I thought he would help. I thought he instantly became your most talented back.
Back, yes.
Instantly
Talented back.
became your most talented back. Yeah, you instantly became your most talented back. But it's just a brutal loss. Now you bet the news. I'm sure they're gonna spin it. Like, it's devastating news because I'm sure Muschamps gonna spin it as if he was gonna be the guy. But this makes the decision a whole lot easier for him. So. And he's gonna tell the public that he's devastated that Bentley's out and it sucks and we hate to not have our leader. But in the back of his mind, it's like, okay, this makes my decision so much easier to go to Helinski when clearly they should have went to him probably in the second half of that game Saturday. But tough break, literally and figuratively for the Gamecocks. I guess if you still a Jake Bentley believer, but most people from I talked to the Twitter people that I follow, Gamecocks fans, have had enough. Facebook fans I've seen have jumped. They've just lost their damn minds. So I guess everybody's tired.
We jumped off the boat. We've been jumped off that boat. We been trying to swim. Seeing our view from land. We trying to swim that far.
Well, I'm gonna be here for another about 5 or 6 minutes. Hopefully get some phone call, more comments, man. It's an Overreaction Monday, man. One of my favorite days, man. First Monday after, the Monday after a weekend of football, because I know how you people act. You people are crazy, going overboard with your wild wins and losses. But SEC was bad, man.
It's kind of rough, but
SEC was bad, man. SEC was bad, bro. Let me go some of this. I told you about Carolina. We know South Carolina lost to North Carolina. We know Tennessee lost to Georgia State. We know that Missouri lost to Wyoming. Mississippi State badly beat Louisiana 38-28. It's bad, man. It was just bad. I keep trying to tell you people who are listening. They just like most conferences. You have 2 or 3 really good teams, and the rest of it is just trash. And this conference is no different, man. It's no different than this conference than any other conference. Those are some horrible losses suffered by that conference last week. So there we are, man.
Thank good about it. Still got 4 in the top 15.
Yeah, because they're top heavy. That's right. You got Georgia, LSU, Alabama, A&M, Florida, Auburn. Okay. That's 6. That's typically where you at. Only one of those teams in the league. Georgia's probably really good. We don't know Florida yet. Auburn probably really good. Texas A&M probably good. And I mean,
the SEC been beating us down lately.
LSU, man. I mean, no, they beat you down. Yeah. Beat you down.
Clemson beat Alabama.
Huh?
Clemson beating Alabama down.
So they did do that.
Down.
They did do that. But hey.
So our bottom squad losing to the ACC, and our top heavy losing to the ACC.
Yeah, because the top heavy team, the best team in the country, is that team who beat Alabama. Because they're the best team in the country. It's by teams. It's not by a conference. It's not a conference affiliation thing.
Yeah.
People out here tripping, talking about Clemson wouldn't go to the SEC and struggle. When you got Tennessee losing to damn Georgia State. When you got
South Carolina with Jake Bentley.
You got Missouri losing to damn Wyoming. You think they supposed to be scared? They supposed to be scared of us? This is what they scared of? No, nobody's scared of that.
What Mean Green say? We thought
they all who we thought they were. I got about 3 more minutes. I gotta get out of here, man. I'm sorry, it's a short show. Got on late, but I want to appreciate my man Zoe for coming through, man. I know it's kind of a little tough deal here because we got a lot going on, man. We had a lot going on, so glad you can make it in. So stay here for a couple more minutes, man, and then I gotta get out of here because I, like my name says, Mr. No Days Off, has to work tonight. So I have to be at work in just a little bit. Schedule change. Schedule change. I mean, I thought I had to work this morning, and all of a sudden I had to work tonight. So I mean, it's never no rest for the weary. But I'm here for you people. That's why my name is Mr. No Days Off, because I'm here for you people. Rain, sleet, snow, it don't matter. I'm here. Hurricanes, I'm here. I'm here for you people. And speaking of hurricanes, wishing everybody who's in the path of this hurricane safe. It's gonna be difficult. It's like a terrible storm, so everybody stay safe out there who's in the path of the storm. If you haven't left yet, please leave. please leave. Don't stay. Please leave. Wherever you are, if you're in the path, do not stay. Do not stay. Get out. All the responders who's going down to help with evacuation, prayers for them. That's a big part of the whole thing. Evacuation is a huge deal. That's almost not safe as staying there doing the actual storm, trying to get people out.
And evacuation is dangerous at the same time, man. Absolutely. When everybody trying to be got some be in a panic mode, this and that.
So everybody, praying for that. So, but I will be back Thursday. We're gonna do the NFL preview. We're gonna pick the conferences and the champion, the Super Bowl winner, and we look forward to A&M and Clemson and Texas and LSU. So we got two marquee matchups that week, one at 3:30, one at 7:30. So we spaced out just real good, so you can watch both of them. And I'll be locked and loaded, checking it out. Should be two really, really good football games. I expect it. Texas looking for some respect. LSU looking for some respect. A&M got the guys sent up the center already said they're gonna beat Clemson, already guaranteed victory. So good bullet board material already for the next week's game. So for my man, Zoe Patterson.
What's going on? Thank you, man.
Allowed me to come to the show again, man. Coming through, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate him coming through. And you know who I am, aka Mr. No Days Off, aka the One Man Dynasty. This has been the hottest sports podcast in the South, the best damn sports podcast period. You have just now watched Centel's Intel. I will see you people Thursday. We're out.
Yes.